Push forward, pick up that first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They run with Hines, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Check it back, check it back. Wide, get wide. Check three.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. What twist? That's up. Mike 54. No gain. Set. Cut. Mike 54.
Now it's Hines. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 13. Check 13.
2nd and 6. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Here we go. Set. Walk 54. Bound to lose one.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Get ready. Shit. Anyway.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
I got you. I got you. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
2nd and 4. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 4 yards out, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over.
Let's go,
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Get it.
2nd and 10. It's complete to Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready, ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
He'll look to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Here we go, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They set up the screen to Penny. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Ready, break. 59, Mike. Check, check, 59. Hey, let's get off the field. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Bravo. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense, pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
13 yards. And a 49er first down.
This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Mark 55. Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Set up, 30 base. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal. Protein spill. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On the draw, this is Penny. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Back, back, back.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
3-3. Watch 20. Seal that. Seal it. 80 weapon. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Got it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Matchbox lights.
Back to throw. That's caught by Penny. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, D.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Trump. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man is Higgins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Right there. 54 Mike. Target, 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 target.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
17 yards. And the 49er first down.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Got an open man. It's QT. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Let's go. Come on.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll come out in the pistol.
54. Come on, come on.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Michael Basley, set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch one. Know your job. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, alert. Tighten up.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, check flag 33. Check flag 33. Let him know. Hustle. Mike, check 33. 33. Watch the curve. Let it go.
He'll look to throw. Well, he's going to have the hook up to QT. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll set up shop right Near midfield at the 49-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Defense wins championships, baby.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, Foreman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna cut up?
Here we go on second and 12. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Mike, check 33. 33. Let's go one more.
Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL and teams can score.
The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
That's our ball, baby. That's our ball.
so the call stands. Now they're out of challenges. What do you think about that? Do you wish that they had an unlimited amount?
No, I don't, because if they have unlimited challenges, we will be here all night because every call will get challenged. I like the strategy of determining when is the right time to make the challenge by the head coach.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They go play action with Wilson. And Jennings has it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Penny, a first down carry. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 45-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
2nd and 5. And he finds Penny. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Recon, 132 fighter.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
4 down. Mike, check. 59. Rabbit.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
59's Mike. Check, 59. We own them.
To throw is Wilson. Operating from the gun. Steps away to it. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Niners take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is QT, complete. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Here's Hines. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check nine. It's just me and you.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the run.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Danny. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Second and 2. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Watch the pass.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he cuts it. Touchdown, 49ers. Nyheim Hines hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The throw over the middle taken in. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw now on second and 10. They set up the screen to Penny. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
Blue draw corkers. Get it.
They'll drop the throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Now Rashad Penny. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Good job right there.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, he finds Hopkins complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Cut. 380.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Watch the safety creep.
Alert, 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 alert.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's caught by Penny. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down.
Mike, 315.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Niners, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.